Hey guys, Ed from the Enemies here. Hope everyone's been doing well. I've been extremely busy, so I apologize for the lack of updates. But yeah, been able to gonna pump out this video here. Boom. Subject matter is really kind of not. I'm just gonna talk about a little bit of what's going on in my life and what I am doing. So I graduated from college, got my undergrad last Saturday. So woo, finally got that out of the way. I'm so excited. I'll have free time again. I'm currently doing 2 part-time jobs, and plus that at the end there I was just drowning in crap. That plus the comic and everything. Not that I'm complaining, but that was hard. Very, very hard. Also, recently single, so that also complicates matters too, all at the same time. So, woo! But neither here nor there. Boom, we're here now. So, what's been going on? Graduated. Now I've got to continue my Japanese studies. How have I been doing that in this past few days? Obviously, perhaps a little longer than that. But what I've been doing is I've been going back and rereading old manga. Been rereading this one, Love Hina. It's an oldie. It's about 13, 14 years old now. And I fucking love it. I originally bought it over here. You can probably not really see it, but bought it in English and loved it when I read it in English. And now I'm actually going back for the first time and reading it all in Japanese and falling in love with it all over again. If you read Geek Confetti, you can probably see some of the influences of my art from Ken Akamatsu, the artist of Love Hina. So, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, that's the parallels there. Also been watching a lot of YouTube, Gaki no Tsukai no Arahende, something like that. I'm really bad at the name, I just call it Gaki no Tsukai. Downtown no Gaki no Tsukai no Arahende. Something like that. Anyway, also got some new books that I'm going to show you guys that teacher introduced me to them, and they are perfect for advanced level Japanese. Their names are these two. So, できる大人のものの言い方大全. So, learn to speak the way successful adults speak. So it has lots of really good sections like 挨拶、お願いする、質問する、敬語、断る、謝る, things like that. It's got tons of just different sayings in it, and I can't wait to really dive into this book. Haven't had much. I did a little bit with it for class, and it was just awesome. Also, I got another book in the series, 大人の国語力大全. This book has it all. Japanese encyclopedia for adults. この一冊で面白いほど死につく. What does that mean? 身につく. 身につく. I think the onyomi is shin. This one has keigo, katakana go, which is really hard for us foreigners because we want to say things in our language. Computer. Computer, event, evento. So stuff like that is sometimes really hard for it's hard for me to convey in the katakana go, like without just making it sound fake by actually giving it the actual word. Neither here nor there. It also has kanji, so like really useful readings for kanji. Like I'm not even going to pretend to read these, but you can kind of see in here like what I'm going to be trying to tackle. Beyond that, it's got oh, what are these called? The 4-character idioms, idiomatic phrases. Yonji something go. Yonji jukugo? I think that's Yonji jukugo. Anyway, it's got that in here. And it's got like their saying, like how to pronounce them and their meaning. So let's see if I can read you one here. Hyakkyakko. Hyakkyakko. 様々な鬼が例をなし. Alright, I have no idea what that means. So, that's why I'm excited, because I look at this and I see things I just don't understand at all, to where I can try and research it and figure it out. And that, to me, is really exciting. I was taking a class this past semester where I was actually beyond the level of where I should have been in, because of playing around too much and studying abroad. And unfortunately, I I took the class too lightly. I mean, I did well on all the quizzes and tests, but never did my homework, so. But while studying it, I just felt like I was wasting my time. And granted, it's review, and review is also always good, but sometimes it can just be mind-numbing. But, you know, neither here nor there. It's finally good to be able to look at this and be like, yeah, this is going to be really hard and really challenging. And I look forward to that in studying language. And the key is now that I am no longer tied up by school, I can approach it in any way I see fit. And that is the key, is to be able to approach it and stay attached to it instead of just being done and doing that. Got 2 other books here for you, and I'll put all these in the description below so you can kind of see. Maybe you might want to buy them, something like that. This one is really good. Common Japanese Collocations. So, for example, if you take your medicine, you maybe wouldn't say kusuri o totta. You'd say kusuri o nonda, because it doesn't mean the same thing. To take it, it means you take it, right? So it has all these certain ways of saying things. So let's say a package comes by home delivery service. Takai-bin ga kuru. So came by package, and it's got a lot of these really good things. The part that I like is like for emotions and fevers and headaches and all these types of things where we say certain things in English, but you wouldn't really say, like, I have allergies, kafunsho ga aru. But, you know, would you really say that in Japanese the same way? I think the answer is yes, but, you know, whatever. Chi ga deru, to bleed. Chi ga nagareru, to bleed, to flow. Chi ga fukidasu, blood gushes out. So, like, things like that. I'm really interested in reading to see how they say certain things. What I'm going to try and do with this is make an Anki deck for what I'm studying. So, for example, if I'm going to be studying temperature, kion ga takai, temperature is high. Then I would put that in here under the, maybe like I'll tag it with temperature. So with Anki decks, that can be really useful. Another one is a simple one, but it's also extremely important to be able to really fully grasp it. And I admittedly get these mixed up all the time. All about particles. This was traded into the library that I work at. I work at a public library, and I've been looking for this book without actually physically looking for it, just kind of hoping it would someday appear, and boom, here it is. And it's, you know, learn particles through basic sentences. So let's give you an example. Kara follows nouns and the te form of verbs from. After now indicates the time at which something begins from at. 銀行は9時から開いています. Banks are open from 9 o'clock. After nouns indicates the phrase from which something begins, from or at. マラソンはここから出発します. The marathon starts from here. And then it goes on. So it's simple sentences to really be able to grasp it. And for me, I have a big problem with the difference between wa and ga, and sometimes ga and o, or sometimes ni and o, or ni and ga, and all that other shit, especially when we get into causatives and passives and causative passives. My mind explodes. And that is what's been going on in my life. This is an 8-minute video, which I've really said nothing at all, so I apologize for that, other than to say that I'm back and what I'm going to be trying to study. So yeah. Party on, guys. Double finger salute. Double finger salute. That just sounds wrong. Anyway, party on, guys. More videos to come soon.